Hi everyone, my name is Jillian and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make some really cool fun fall string pumpkins. For this craft you're going to need a balloon. You could just blow this up and have it about the size of one of your hands, just a small balloon. And you're also going to need some yarn. I picked orange because we're making pumpkins, but you could also do yellow or green if you wanted to. You're going to need some scissors to be able to cut the yarn. And you're gonna need some glue and one green pipe cleaner and one brown pipe cleaner. With the yarn and your scissors, you're going to want to cut 21 36-inch pieces. So if you need to get some help to do this, go ahead. Okay, so once you guys have cut your 21 strings, what you're going to want to do is get just one more string and tie it to the end of your balloon right here and just make a little knot, just like that, so you can hold the balloon up with the string like this. And the reason that we tied the string on the balloon is so you can hang it up on one of your kitchen shelves like this, have it hang there, and then close the cabinet door so it's hanging, because what we want to do is wrap these strings around the balloon, and it's much easier if the balloon is hanging up as opposed to just being on the ground like this. And underneath the balloon that's hanging up, I just have a little tray here because we're going to be putting glue strings on these, and so if the glue is dripping, it just drips right down here and not onto the counter. And once you've done that, you're going to want to pour some glue into a little bowl so you can dip the strings into the glue. And this is where it gets kind of messy, so if you think it'll be really messy, maybe get some paper towels laid out so you don't get glue everywhere. What you're going to want to do is dip the string just into the glue like that. So what I've done is I just got a fork and just kind of circle it around and make sure that the string gets fully covered by the glue. And it should look something like that. So once you've done that, you're going to want to grab one end of the string, and what I do is, because there's a lot of glue on here and we don't need that much glue, is just put the prong like this and then pull out, and you'll get a lot of the excess glue off of the string. And once you have your gluey string and the balloon, you're going to want to start wrapping it around the balloon. So once you have it hanging like this, you're going to want to get the glue string and just wrap it around the balloon any way you want, and it'll just stick there. And once again, you're just going to repeat with the next string. Just mix it in the glue like that until it gets really coated. And if it gets kind of tangled, just go in with your fingers and untangle it. Just wrap the string around the balloon any way you want. And keep repeating this until all of your strings have been on the balloon glued down. So what you can see is after I glued down all 21 strings, it looks something like this, and I'm going to leave it hanging on the kitchen cabinet just to dry. And you're going to want to let it dry for at least 24 hours, which is a full day. So we'll come back when this is dried and I'll show you the rest. Okay, so it's been about 1 day since I left this to dry. So now your string balloon should feel kind of crunchy and definitely hard to the touch, and that's how you'll know that the string is fully dried. Okay, so once you have it down and off, you're going to want to start just pushing in on the balloon first to get the string unattached to it. You should hear, when you're pushing down on the balloon, the glue cracking. You'll know that you're doing it right if the string in the balloon lift off like that right there. Just go around the whole balloon, pressing down and getting the strings to lift off the balloon. And make sure that you don't pop the balloon before you do this step. So once you have done that, you should be able to put like a finger underneath the strings like this, just so you know it's fully unattached. And it's okay if some of the strings are kind of coming off like this. Okay. And then once they're all pretty much off like this, you're gonna want to go from this part of your balloon and kind of pull up, and then grab your scissors and make a little snip. And if all goes well, it should look something like this, to where you could just fish the balloon out and it still holds a ball. You can just pull it, and if there's any strings still attached like here, just go in with your fingers and pull them down so they're no longer attached to the balloon. Just like that. And then you should be able to just pull out the balloon and you're left with a little ball. So once you've pulled out the balloon, you should be left with something looking like this. And if there are any strings like this one that are just out, you can just snip it. You want to snip it from where the part is glued down, and then I'm gonna cut this one. Should be left with a pretty perfect circular ball like that. So you're gonna grab your brown pipe cleaner and just wrap it around your finger so it makes this little coil shape. And you could do it longer if you want. If you want a long stem, you could just keep going until you have a stem. And with the green pipe cleaner, you're gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna cut this in half because we want 2 leaves. Just do the same thing. For this one, you're gonna wanna space it out a little bit more. So I'm gonna start here and then maybe go an inch apart for this one, and you could just tuck it. And you have created your pumpkin vine. And just do the same thing, just about an inch apart. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you've created both vines for your pumpkin. So now we're going to attach our vines and our stem. And what you want to do is have the whole side down so it'll be able to stand up and balance like this. And so at the top of my pumpkin here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab one end of my brown pipe cleaner, pull it out a little bit, and then I'm just going to tuck it into a hole, and it sticks just like that. And with your green pipe cleaners, you're gonna wanna do the exact same thing. Just poke them into a hole on the side, like this. And then if you wanna have them on the same side, you can. I'm gonna put mine right next to each other. And just poke it through right here. And we have our pumpkin. So if everything goes well and you follow all these steps, you should be left with something like this. Super cute. It stands up. You could put it on your table, wherever. It's a really cute fall decoration. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed making this craft. Have a happy fall, a happy Thanksgiving. Bye guys.